Hello, thanks for watching UAPB News. I'm Kelsey Wright.
And I'm Kennedy Marks. Topping our newscast, UAPB men's basketball coach George Ivory is going to the SWAC Hall of Fame. The Southwestern Athletic Conference event will take place in December in Atlanta. Coach Ivory is in his 12th season with the Golden Lions. In 2010, he led the team to a SWAC championship and a first-round NCAA tournament win. As a player, Ivory led Mississippi Valley State to the 1986 SWAC tournament championship.
Critically acclaimed author Terry McMillan came to UAPB last week. She was the featured speaker at UAPB's 2019 Withrow Rockefeller Distinguished Lecture Series in the Hathaway Howard Fine Arts Center. McMillan is a #1 New York Times best-selling author of multiple books, most notably How Stella Got Her Groove Back and Waiting to Exhale. Speaking of books, she used her time to read from her novel, It's Not All Downhill From Here, which will be released in March of 2020. This was McMillan's first time in Arkansas, and she answered questions after her lecture presentation.
Senator Tom Cotton visited Jefferson County last week. He made stops at UAPB and Whitehall High School. At UAPB STEM building, he met with students as well as administrators to discuss the future of governmental funding for the institution. When asked about the importance of funding HBCUs, Cotton shared his thoughts.
Yeah, it's obviously a major priority for the President and for the Secretary of Education and for the Congress as well. We have our typical debates back and forth in Washington about how that funding is going to occur.
Additionally, Cotton was able to share wisdom and life advice to the students at Whitehall High School.
The UAPB Library has made some improvements over the past few months. Shaniqua Beal has more.
This past summer, UAPB's library was renovated. Renovations include Mac computers, Dell desktops, interactive tables, and a host of others. One of the oftenly used items from the renovations are the pod chairs.
So they like individual seatings where they have a little privacy and they can charge. It's got outlets where they can charge as well.
Users say the pod chairs were a great investment for the library.
I like the pod seating. It's very relaxing and very accessible. It got the charger where you can charge your phone and your laptop at the same time. And it just gives off good privacy for me to do my work and block out all the distractors that might be in the library.
To experience it yourself, the library hours are 7:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Fridays, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on Saturdays, 3:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Sundays. From UAPB News, I am Shaniqua Beal.
Now it's time for a look at what's going on around the world.
Greetings, Golden Lion Nation. I'm Elandra Gilmore, and this is World Wrap, the source to keep you in the know of what's going on in the world. Several states and cities have joined the fight to end policies that penalize people of color for wearing natural hairstyles. The Crown Act, which stands for Create a Respectful and Open Workplace for Natural Hair, was placed after various incidents of African Americans being ostracized at work and school. This year's Columbus Day was a little different than usual. 5 states and Washington, D.C. decided to celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day. Since 1992, there has been advocacy to replace this holiday over the concerns of Christopher Columbus' actions that launched centuries of genocide against indigenous populations in America. Earlier this month, director-writer Tyler Perry became the first African American to independently own his own studios. The 330 acres of land was open to a star-studded gala with superstars like Oprah Winfrey, Beyonce, and many more in attendance. Unfortunately, pioneer actress Diahann Carroll died at 84 from a long bout with cancer. She was the first African American woman to star in a non-stereotypical role in Julia. In later years, Carroll starred in the TV soap Dynasty and was honored with the soundstage in her honor by Tyler Perry. Again, I'm Elandra Gilmore, and this has been your World Wrap.
Well, that's it for this edition of UAPB News. I'm Kelsey Wright.
And I'm Kennedy Marks. Until next time, take care.